So this is my new metal building that I want to insulate. It's 24 feet long, 24 feet wide, and the walls are 10 feet high. I'm going to insulate this shed to keep the heat of the sun out of it, basically. I'm not going to add an air conditioner or heater, but these metal buildings, they really get hot when the sun hits them, and we're in southern United States, Louisiana, so heat is the main problem here. This insulation that I'm using, it has a reflective side to it. It reflects the heat rays back out, and it has a little bit of insulation in the middle, and then it has a white surface that'll go on the inside. So I'm going to show you how I did it. I'm using 1 by 2 inch wooden furring boards basically every 18 to 20 inches vertically, and so there's going to be an air gap, a 1 inch air gap between the metal of the metal building, and then we'll have the wood, and then we'll have this insulation. I went ahead and put some wood up on the side over here so I could have my tools and stuff hung up. It's not really organized yet. And then I went ahead and made a workbench, but that all happened after I finished the insulation. Also, I had it wired for 110 and 220. This is the type of metal building I have. You see, it has these big steel beams running down the middle on the floor and on the ceiling. They were welded together. And then, of course, we got our concrete floor with rebars in it. You know, it was built by professional shed builders, Edwards Construction here in Monterey. But it's a nice shed, I like it. But you know, these metal sheds get really hot when the sun hits them. But this reflective barrier stuff is supposed to reflect the heat back out. It's not really for like putting an air conditioner or a heater in here. It's just to get rid of that heat when the sun hits the metal. This is the kind of insulation I'm using, Bluetex insulation. They're not really, so far they're not really paying me or anything for advertising or making this video. This is kind of my plan, was how I was going to do it. And I hadn't seen this done on YouTube like this. Of course, I'm an engineer, so I kind of figured out this was the best way to do it. I'm using glue. I'm gluing these 1 by 2 inch boards up. I'm going to run some horizontally along the beam, at the floor there, and then these vertical ones every 16 inches. And then I'm going to attach the insulation to that. And of course, I'm going to do that on the ceiling and everywhere. This is what the insulation looked like. I got the 3 mil. You can get 6 mil, which is a little thicker. It costs a lot more. See, it's fairly flexible. But the main thing is, from what I've read about it, is this reflective coating that's just going to reflect the heat back out. And see, it's white on this side. The other thing about this insulation is it's supposed to keep condensation from happening, you know, with the different air temperatures and the moisture. Sometimes you can get condensation inside your metal building. But see, see how there's an air gap going up this metal siding? Sometimes you can see light down there. So that air gap's going to go all the way up. It goes behind this beam. It's going to go all the way up. But I'm going to, seal this off
but the gap's still gonna go all the way up and out. Some of them are a little warped. So what I do is I figure out which way the warpness is, and then I put the ends so I can fasten them down. I put the glue on, then I sometimes I'll staple them right here. Oh, these all fit in there pretty good. Oops, fit in there pretty good. But sometimes I'll staple them here and down here to hold it until the glue dries. So I'm using my magnet plan to hold the boards up there. So this insulation is 62 inches tall, and it has a adhesive section at the top here that you peel this off and it sticks. And so it was real convenient to put up this section right here that I did, because that's 59 inches from the top beam to the bottom beam. So I just put the whole thing up there, and then I don't know if I'll cut this off or what on the bottom, but it was so easy and it worked out good. Didn't get a lot of wrinkles in it. It looks pretty good. Now, when I ordered the insulation, I also got all these screws and washers, and see, I actually painted them white, some of them, but I found that I didn't really need to use them. I used my staple gun, and it was a lot easier, faster, and seemed to work good. So you have to use the right kind of glue. This is the glue. It costs a little more. F26. This is the glue that really works, and it's tacky. It will hold up the wood to the metal, you know, in a short period of time, whereas the other one takes liquid nails. It takes a long time to dry and hold it up, and then it falls down. This is the kind of problem you have if you use liquid nails, the wrong kind of glue. All right, so I've got it done. I've got all the insulation on. I used staples to attach it, and I got a lot better as I went on. I had to use some remnants towards the end so I didn't have to buy any more. You see how I did those 3 pieces, attached them together right there. So I think it came out pretty well. Don't buy the extra tape and extra screws and stuff, because you don't need those. I hope this video helped you to insulate your metal building. If you were a professional builder of metal buildings, you wouldn't have the time to do this, to stick all those wooden 1x2s up. But if you do, it really works great, because you have the air, and then you have the reflective thing. So it's a very effective way to insulate your building. If you have a metal building, that means that you like to build things, and I have a lot of projects on my channel, a lot of them for kids, things that I built. So you might want to give my channel a look for other videos. Thank you.